Hello, Kang friends. Last Sunday we finished prompt number 50 in our challenge Find and Color 100 prompts. At first it was weekly challenge, recently it has become bi-weekly challenge, and so 50 prompts, it's half of our aim. And today I want to see my personal results. For these 50 prompts I colored 62 illustrations, and it is 67 pages because I have 5 double spreads, and I colored in 39 coloring books and 11 PDF printed pages. And today I want to look through my all completed pages for these 50 prompts along with you. I hope you will enjoy it. There will be no order the way we colored, just randomly, but I believe I can remember every prompt by the picture. And let me start from my 11 PDF printed illustrations. And the first one is by Mariola Budek, and it was prompt roses. Roses in rose color. It's very easy to color illustrations by Mariola because they are so beautiful and they have light grayscale in the places where you need to shadow those areas. But I know some people, they are kind of scared to color, not to ruin these beautiful illustrations. Everything done with color pencils here. And I like how hair turned out, very pretty. But I think it's not possible to ruin Mariola Budek illustrations. The next one, it was our summer challenge, I remember, lipstick, and this is illustration by Lika Lendl. Very simple, you can see a small lipstick there, and this reflection I had to draw myself because there was no reflection actually, just some shadow. It's very cute, but nothing special. This is smaller size illustration, it's by Kevin Theo. The prompt was lotus. Everything done with markers and then a little bit of colored pencils. This one by Mardel Rubio. I believe it's Hivaga coloring book, and the prompt was corn. There is just very small part of corn noticeable, and I like how this picture turned out. A lot of colors, everything bright. I believe again that, yeah, it was markers with color pencils. The next prompt, giraffe, and this illustration by Deborah Muller. I believe it's a baby giraffe for some reason, I don't know. He looks very cute. Again, simple illustration, but cute and lovely. And another illustration that I colored for the prompt giraffe was this one, again Kevin Theo. Again, markers and pencils. Quite simple illustration, but I like how it turned out, how it looks. I like her hair and I like color combinations. It always looks nice, reds and greens together. This illustration by Lenka Filonenko, Zodiacs, Gemini. The prompt was envelope, because this girl here, she's holding an envelope. Again, very simple illustration. This Pirate Beauty, but by Matt Davidson. was colored for the prompt smoking pipe. I like this prompt. There was a lot of interesting illustrations. I really enjoyed that gallery. And I colored this pirate girl. Very pretty. Matt Davidson's illustrations are always very interesting, very beautiful. And this beauty as well. This illustration by Paint and Symphony was colored for the prompt llama. You can see llama here, and these guys in national clothes. Again, I used markers and pencils here. Quite lovely illustration. I like it. I like the theme. This one by Camilou. It was for the prompt suitcase. Quite simple illustration, but I kind of like it, and I think it's one of my favorite among these 50 prompts colored pages. Illustrations, one of my favorites. It turned out really pretty. Again, markers and pencils. And the last among PDF illustrations, this one by Mark Coyle, Animal Portraits, and it was for the prompt Piggy or Boar. Again, very lovely illustration. It was very easy coloring, relaxing, and it looks pretty. I like it. So now let's start with actual coloring books. And I will start with Coloring Heaven magazine issues. Ink House by Rory Dobner. I have only one completed page. And this one for the prompt Pillow, Caution. Yeah, this royal hedgehog sitting on a kind of throne type chair and on this beautiful cushion. Very cute. Cats. I have two completed illustrations this time. This one by Meg Takak. I remove completed pages from this type of issues because they are not connected, there are no story, and not every illustration I'm going to color in this issue, so I remove them after I complete. This one again for Pillow prompt. Very cute cat. Markers, pencils, very simple. And I have another one, which one I haven't removed yet. This one for the prompt ice cream. This picture again one of my favorites among all those completed. I like the colors, I like how the cat turned out, how the ice cream turned out. Again, pencils and colored pencils, and the background is done with gel crayons. It's very smooth and bright, and I really like it. But their colors are really that bright, and not for every illustration you can use those colors, but in this type looks perfect. I love it. Starry Night Special illustrations by Wishan Ong. I believe two completed pages. Yes, this one is for the prompt crown. You can see crown on this frog prints. Here again markers and pencils, and I like the colors here. Another one was this one, Baba Yaga and Vasilisa, and it was the prompt broom. You can see Baba Yaga is using broom as navigation tool, I believe. I like how it turned out as well. It looks like night. Wonderful Wizard of Oz, illustrations by Fabiana Terere. One picture here, and it was from poppies. A lot of poppies here. Again, I like this color combination, reds and greens. Very beautiful illustration, and yeah, I like how it turned out. And the last of Coloring Heaven, Dragons in Nature by Anastasia Elikoldeva. Two illustrations here. One is this dragon for the prompt cactus succulent in a very pastel colors, this one, but I like it. Another one was for the prompt nest. These two cute dragons. Yeah, that's it. The next one, Gentle Nature by Carlon Douglas, I believe. Yeah, two illustrations in this book. The first one, it was prompt tulip, I believe. I like how it turned out. Actually, I like illustrations in this book. They're interesting and they're not big in size and very easy to color. And the second one, ladybug. We have two ladybugs here, and this girl confused with what they're doing. Next book, Owls by Marjorie Sarnat, and it was this illustration for the prompt guitar. I believe it was the first prompt that we started with this season, and I remember I started coloring this picture and I was not in mood. Actually, I didn't like how it turns out, and I didn't like the illustration, and it was so slow, but I was able to finish it. But I have these memories like I was not happy. But anyway, guitar. It was Enchanted Earth by Milpomeni. Yeah, and this was the prompt bridge. You can see bridge here. As always with Milpomeni, quite simple illustrations, very nice and cute and easy to color, and usually I'm happy with results. Sacred Nature by Lydia Hess. This one a very simple illustration. This was snail prompt. You can see two snails here. Sometimes I don't have enough time, so I had to color something very simple to be in time. Metamorphosis by Amélie Bernatan. This guy with a lot of flowers in his beard, but the prompt was ice cream, which is very small here. One of my oldest coloring books, Cat Therapy, but sometimes I feel like coloring something in this type of book, and this one was for the prompt chess. There were some doodles here, but I covered everything with acrylic markers, and I like it this way. Queen chess, kitty, simple but quite pretty, I think. White Flower of Folk by Christine Caron. And this illustration was colored for the prompt a mushroom. Looks pretty, but I'm not that much excited about this illustration. It's just like, it's pretty. That's it. Nature Mandalas, again by Milpomeni. I believe, yeah, it's also mushrooms prompt. Different types of mushrooms here. Actually, this one in the center, it's also mushroom, but I realized that only after I color it. So, but it doesn't matter. I believe it can be in red color. Quite pretty. I like it. Jason Momoa coloring book by Maurizio Campidelli. And here we have handsome Jason. And that was for the prompt hammock, not guitar, as one could think, but hammock. Jason is very suntanned here. I kind of like this illustration, atmospheric. Dream Weaver by Olivia Whitworth, another atmospheric illustration, but quite gloomy. This fir tree forest, and I wanted it to be a bit gloomy in dark colors. I used Dorant ink pens here, and the prompt was cones. I made them a little bit brighter, that they would be noticeable straight away. And the girl, the main character of the book as well. Atlantis by Hanna Karlsson, Swedish edition, and I kind of regret of buying it. I think I would better wait for Gibson something edition, because I tried Dorant ink pens, and in that book they're perfect, and I was so happy. I started here with Dorant ink pens, and they are just terrible in this book. So I started and then had to cover everything with pencils, and I was really disappointed, because some of double sprays here, like a fish, I imagine coloring with Dorant ink pens, but with this paper it would not work. Anyway, that was prompt Lotus as well, and I like the colors here, but can't say that I'm happy 100% about this picture. I don't know why, but there is something that I'm not quite happy about. The next book, Cats, Mademoiselle Cats, my book for relaxation, and I believe there are 3 illustrations from 3 different prompts. This one, of course, it was chess prompt. Of course, you can't create a masterpiece with such illustration. A lot of checks here, and if you were looking chess pieces in the shape of cats. But this is funny book. This one, the last one for the prompt 50 umbrellas. You could see it last Sunday. And this one was for the prompt balloons. I like how the balloons turn out here. Another book with cats, cat coloring therapy, by Grace J. Korean coloring book. And this one for the prompt pineapple. Here it is. It's okay. I can't say I'm too happy about this picture, but it's okay. Nice colors, nice atmosphere. Fantasia by Nicholas Chandravinatta. 2 completed pages in this book. For our challenge, this one, Scarab, of course. I would say one of my favorite illustrations. This one too. I found a reference, kind of same piece, and I colored accordingly, and I'm quite happy how it turned out. Very realistic looking. Another one, Scarecrow, it was the prompt, and I colored this guy. Naturescapes by Patricia Wynne, and I completed this illustration. It was the prompt toucan. We have 4 toucans here, and I used Dorothy Tens here with some pencils maybe here and there, and I think this one again one of my favorites. I like the colors of these toucans and how everything turned out, very contrasting. Joanna Basford, I only colored in one book, one illustration from Joanna's books for this challenge, World of Flowers, and this one was for the prompt Beetle. Again, I like the colors here, but in general not quite happy. I don't know why, but something bugs me, like I don't know, sometimes I just can't say what bugs me, but I just feel like not 100%, you know. But anyway, it's quite pretty, I think. Another book, Mythos by Patrick Earl Alvarez, Filipino myths. I haven't seen anyone coloring in this book. Maybe I am the only one. This was hen or rooster prompt, and I colored this rooster. I like mythology themed coloring books. I like mythology, and Filipino myth was unknown to me, and there's some information about every page, about every character in this book, so it's quite interesting to me. This one turned out not that bright, as my usual style is. More light colors, pastel colors, but I like it. Googly Find Color, 2 works here. The first one, it was for the prompt lantern, and I kind of like this one. Here I used Dorothy Tens as well. And another one, quite recent work, spider web. It was double spread. You remember I had trouble with this web, actually. I did it 2 times. A lot of pearls here. On the whole, I like it. I wanted a bit gloomy atmosphere, since a lot of gray colors here, nothing that much bright, except maybe this lotus here. a lot of materials here, watercolors and Dorrington pens and pencils and gel pens, but I like it. Another simple illustration from Lush Life by Doreen Castle. Very simple illustrations, but quite cute and lovely. And this was the prompt bouquet. And the butterfly, it's a sticker. I thought it's a bit empty here, so I decided to stick a butterfly. Markers only work, I believe. William Sun, Tomislav Tomic. It's from our summer prompts. I took this book with me to Belarus, especially to force myself to color more in this book. I mean, not to force, not that I don't want to color in this book, but I kind of always forget, or I think the illustrations are too complicated and then I don't color. But when you don't have any other books with you, you have to color. So as the result, 3 completed illustrations in this book. This one was for the prompt frog. You can see there are frogs here. And this one hedgehog. And I decided to do these 2 pictures in similar colors. So now we have nice double spread. And another one was for the prompt scroll. Different colors here. And on the scroll I added some writing because there was nothing on it, and I thought she's reading something. So there must be something written on this scroll. I like how the mice turn out, very cute. Another illustration, a Zen doodle, and this one was for the prompt button. I like this prompt as well, and I like the illustration. Again, one of my favorites, I believe, though I had some trouble with this paper. I hated coloring here, but the result I do like. Such a cute dude. Bright colors. Next one, Circle of Life by Melpomene. I believe I have 2 illustrations completed here. Oh no, even 3. Yeah. This one for the prompt crocodile, quite recent work. There are different shades of green, like turquoise, but on camera everything looks kind of same, so in reality it looks more interesting. I always like this illustration, I don't know why, but to my eye these crocodiles are so cute here. The second one, this one, it was for the seahorse prompt. I think this one also one of my favorite completed illustrations. I love color combinations here, and everything turned out so bright. A lot of fish in different color, but all together looks nice, I think. And the third one is, this was for flamingo. This one quite simple, and you can't to be too much creative on this type of illustration, because it's like nature and yeah, flowers, flamingo. You don't have much variations to color such type of illustration, but I do like. I like how the waterfall turned out. Next one is quite simple, The Nature Mandala by Cynthia Emerly. It was hen rooster prompt, second illustration. I like this book because you color some kind of animals or insects, but when you look like from distance, yeah, it looks like mandala, interesting design, but when you look closer you notice there are some roosters there, or kangaroo, or horse, or cats, different animals you can find in this book. Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Katzenbach. This was the prompt number 50. You could see this illustration last Sunday video. Umbrella. One of my favorite illustrations, I believe. I'm quite pleased with the result. I added rain here, and I wanted this kind of sad atmosphere, this lost train. Yeah, quite happy. Gods and Beasts by Adam Fisher. Only one illustration this time. Piggy B prompt it was, and so I colored this Japanese dude called Tengu, and I googled, and he looks kind of like, yeah, in red color, so I did him like this. In Astrology coloring book by Anna Jaren, I colored for the prompt bull, cow, and this is Taurus. Another one of my favorite illustrations, though it's quite simple, but I like the colors here. So bright and, I don't know, so cheerful, and I would say quite unexpected for this type of character, right? But I felt like this and I really like it. Another two books by Hannah Carlson. Jewelry Box. Quite recent illustration. It was for the prompt Spiderweb. Here again, Derwent Ink 10s. I enjoyed coloring in these books. This edition, Gibbs Smith. Yeah, very good edition. I found it much better than that one, the Swedish one that I've got, and I regret it, because here Derwent Ink 10s, just perfect, so beautiful. As you can see, everything's so bright. And another one, Seasons. It was the prompt Fox. Again, everything with Derwent Ink 10s, and you can see how bright this fox turned out, and no pencils here, just intense. One of my favorite pictures as well. Little Mermaid Friends by Teresa Goodrich is the only book by Teresa Goodrich that I have. Those many books that everyone coloring with some landscapes, interiors, not my cup of tea. But this one I did like. So cute illustrations. This was the prompt Swing. And this cute little mermaid. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Forest Diver. It was flamingo, of course. Not one of my favorite pictures in this book. There are some others that I really love, like Mad Hatter or Rabbit, like this one. But as it was this prompt, and I decided I want to start coloring this book, Flamingos. The Princess by Anne Kornheimer. This prompt was picture on the wall, and as you can see, a lot of pictures on the wall, kind of. a whole gallery of princesses of different types, from different times in different regions, I believe. It's lovely, yeah. It's not like masterpiece, but in this book it's nice to color this way. Quite simple. Unicorns. Another simple illustration for the prompt cactus succulent. Just relaxing coloring, but looks pretty. Queens of Poland by Christina Novak. This is Elizabeth of Bosnia, and the prompt was Medallion Locket. Again, I googled, found some reference of portraits of the time, and I tried to color in same colors, and I tried to color this color. It's like some animal's fur. Quite happy with the result. And the last book, Geomorphia. And as you can see, 50 prompts, and I colored in only one of Kirby books. I was really surprised that I don't color Kirby Razanes at all, and I have so many of his books, and I love his illustrations. But yeah, a lot of his illustrations are double spreads, and when you have only 1 week for coloring, and then I look, oh, double spread, and I'm scared I would not have enough time to finish, and that's the result. So now I'm happy that we have 2 weeks for coloring, so maybe I will color more in Kirby Razanes. Geomorphia, and this was the prompt Volcano, and maybe not the most interesting illustration, but I do like how it turned out. Really, this atmosphere of volcano, all those fires, smoke. Yeah. So these were my all completed illustrations for our 50 completed prompts. I'm quite happy with my personal result, and I congratulate to all who continue coloring with me, taking part in this challenge and completing the whole 50 prompts. So I hope we will successfully finish another 50 prompts in some time. And that's all for today. Thank you for staying with me. See you next time. Bye.